Alright, let's have a talk, world. This is how you get a crap load of views on YouTube, and don't let nobody else tell you different. You need to copy people. You need to use other people's names in your title. You don't want to copy names and descriptions and links, but you want to cheat as much as possible. Make that your motto for life, and you will get a lot of views. As you can see, it doesn't work for me, because I haven't really tried it. What the fuck? I got a baby grasshopper in my car, but he's actually pretty damn big, and I think he's on for the ride. So what you need to do is, like, find someone. Yeah, he's on for the ride, man. He's on top of the window and everything. He's chilling. Find somebody's name that's big, you know? Like, if I get in shit for this, man, it's gonna suck, but oh well. You know, like maybe PewDiePie or Ryan Upchurch. He's always coming up in these things. Shit. Maybe Joe Rogan. But you know, I haven't really watched most of a lot of Joe Rogan stuff because they're long videos, man. They're talking videos. And if somebody gave me the opportunity to talk to people that long, I'd do it as a job. But to sit and watch them, man, I gotta show you guys these. This grasshopper dude, he's funny. Look at this dude, man. Oh wait, hold on, I can't see him. Where is he? There he is. Look at him holding on there. Yeah. His videos are just too long for me to get into unless it's a specific subject like George Norrie and everything. But I'm sure if you go after somebody that talks for hours in a daytime, like, he's probably gonna come for you. Maybe, I don't know. He probably wouldn't waste his time because he's big. But I sure would love to be on his show because I think we have nothing to talk about, and I think that's the best way to start. You know, usually people come in there with stories or, you know, things that extraordinarily, like, could have happened throughout their life, or some crazy, extraordinarily, like, just some cool story. What would happen if he took a random person like me, brought me on the show, and we just picked each other's brains? How would that be? I don't know. I think it'd be pretty fun. Like, just have a normal conversation like the first time we met on air. I think that'd be interesting. But anyways, back to how you get a lot of subs. Subs, views, whatever. Cheat. Cheat like crazy. Use the words that are popular. Use the people that are popular. Use the hell out of the algorithm. Figure out what that is. I clearly haven't. But you do it. You do your own homework. I'm just telling you to cheat. Cheat like crazy. Just cheat, man. But don't copy. Don't plagiarize. Don't forge anything weird. Nothing like that. But cheat. In a smart, sophisticated, funny way. Cheat. That's all I'm asking. That's all I want you to do is cheat. And let's see if some of these little people can get up there by cheating. Annoy people, man, but don't get kicked off. Don't get in trouble, but annoy people. It'll be fun. It'll be good, man. Because I thought about it, you know. What would be less harmless? What would cause more harm? Storming into Area 51? Or having some fun on YouTube in a nice way? I don't think that'd be any harm, man. You just poke at people. Just use words, use names, use whatever you got to do. Maybe the names might get you copyrighted. I don't know. But, just ride that train. Find out what works. Like, this video will probably be called, "This is really how you get subscribers and views." A couple hard eyes. And then maybe for all you punks out there. I don't know. That might be the way this goes down. So that might be it. That might be it for this title. The description might end up being like the same thing as the title. I don't know any other way to describe it. I describe my damn video through the title. But I gotta put the description in there, so I might as well throw that in there. I think it'd be fun. I wouldn't mind going on Howard Stern's program and talking to him. I wouldn't mind going to Joe Rogan. I wouldn't mind going on George Norrie. A couple of those programs, man. I wouldn't mind going on a talk show to talk to some people. I like talking. I don't know if you like hearing me, but I like talking. And don't ever feel like you're talking to yourself. You're not crazy. You're talking to a crowd that might not be there, but you're still talking to someone else. That's the whole point of this. Just because people talk to themselves and get millions of views doesn't mean that they might feel like they're actually talking to themselves, but it works. So, or maybe they don't feel like they're talking to themselves and it doesn't work. I don't know, man. I don't know, but talk show hosts typically are talking to themselves. They just happen to have a crowd out there listening. And like some of my favorite talk shows, like if you're a road-going person, it'd be like AM channels like WBZ up in Boston with like Bradley J. That's a pretty good one. It is gonna rain. So, cheat. Cheat your little hearts out. And then when I get home, I'm gonna find a way to get this grasshopper into my hands and onto the back porch so I can show my kids it. He's got a really big antenna, dude. It's like 2 inches long. It's longer. It's twice the size of his body. And it's moving around. It's kind of weird. But, you know, now that we got to this part of the video, I'm not going to go ahead and say that I'm doing that. I'm cheating. You know, I'm not going to do that. But I'd advise you guys to. But you got to do it in your own tricky way. I'm telling you, you can't go into the world with other people's content and get away with it. It's not how that works. You know, if you want to get away with reviewing and stuff, like reviewing music videos or songs and stuff, like, there's a whole other segment of YouTube that you classify it as to where you can get away with it. But you gotta, like, talk about it. You actually need to do a review. You can't just get on there and play a whole music video and at the end be like, oh, this was good. That's not how that works. Oh, shit. Oh, man, that grasshopper, he jumped out the window before. I forgot he was there. And I put my window up. But luckily he was like quick enough to jump out of it. Now he's riding shotgun outside the car. That's pretty cool. So John Green, man, if you're listening, I think the point of what happened to you was you reposted something that like Ryan posted that got him kicked off. And apparently it only lasted 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to look up the title of that and find that video, or find the music at least somewhere where I can pay for it if I want to hear it. Because I'd like to know what in that got him kicked off, or got that video pulled and got yours pulled. Or maybe it's just the fact that, like, they just don't want you doing it as another person. And I don't know if Ryan ever got it pulled. I don't know what happened. So when I get home, I'm going to find out. I'm going to go after it and see if the song's on the YouTube. And if it is, then they just don't want you posting it. And that means there's a screening process. Because this one time, I posted a video. I was talking about YouTube and relating it to the gold rush. And this is public. The gold rush is public. You can talk about the gold rush if you want. Problem is gold rush is a term used on, the Discovery Channel. So what it was like, I was talking about YouTube being the modern gold rush, where people like, you know, they're like, oh my god, you can make money at this, and then everybody flocks to it and tries to make it big, and like, you know, that's not the way it works. If too many people go after it, then everybody can't get big, and that's how the gold rush was back in the day. Not everybody went out there and got rich and came back. Hell, not everybody even came back, you know. But, you know, the title of my video was like, is this the modern gold rush? And then I went into a talk about YouTube. Well, about like 3 or 5 minutes later, I got like this copyright issue from YouTube that they were gonna screen the video, I guess, and see what it was about. All it was about was YouTube being the modern gold rush, not the TV show, and using that in my title to get views. That is what I mean by, and I wasn't trying to cheat or nothing, man. I was just trying to fucking talk about the world. So little did I know I was actually cheating in the process by tagging that gold rush name. I didn't know that. I had no clue. So what I did as a pussy, instead of pushing back, I deleted it real quick because I saw a copyright problem, and I'm like, whoa, fuck that. I should have fought that, you know. I should have left the video up, because they had it all wrong. They were going to flag me for community guidelines for not watching my video and finding out what it was actually about. Or maybe they used it as a copyright but didn't want people to feel that way about YouTube, because if people felt like they were being tricked, like they were making all these videos and they were only getting like 2 views, people would not want to do YouTube and they'd get upset with it. So half the population in YouTube trying to make it would get upset and be like, screw this. And then they'd tell everybody else in their family YouTube sucks, and then the chain would continue to grow. And then you'd be left with this small platform of millionaires who don't have viewers no more, because Stogie's posted a video explaining the reality of not everybody's going to make it. And probably 80% of the people on here are not going to make it to these days' standards. Because the people that have made it. And like, it goes in business, you know, you got 30 applicants to a badass job. And if 2 of them know somebody within the company and they're friends, they're getting it. You're not. So you could have a big channel and make 3 or 4 people famous that are your friends, but the other people trying to do the same damn thing with the same quality, with the same talking, with the same everything, they're not going to make it because they don't know that person. I just go in the shit head first, man. I'm not even like concerned about that. So that's the way I feel about it. But cheat, guys, in a smart way that doesn't get you in trouble. I'm going to jump off here, and you guys have a good night.